influencing them. Weapons were allies. Is there anything I can do to throw more support behind the Asian cities? I mean, our influence is growing. American influence is growing. British influence is decreasing. Yeah, and you guys still have bad supplies, huh? Well, let's have half of you just hanging around Pyongyang. And hopefully that'll fix your supply issues at least a little bit. Okay, the vote has failed. No aid to Szechuan at all. And when is the trial of May 15th? I don't actually know. Motorized. Research bonuses. Every leader just gets a +1 attack stat. Oh, you know what? A flat 10% artillery boot bonus? No, I'll take that as well. That also seems pretty good. Okay, oh, never mind. There's a trial right there. And we're also going to be getting a 4-way civil war as well. Which means we want to support the Pacific States. In the off chance that they want to... I mean, they'd have to join our faction. And they can join our faction if Hawaii is not in our faction. But I don't think we should count on the PSA winning. So we're just going to take Hawaii no matter what. Okay, New Zealand has ended hostilities with Australia. New Zealand, are you in the Entente? No, but you should join soon, now that your war there is over. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, we don't need to get our way up to extended conscription. Probably ever in this campaign, to be honest. We're also not training any units. We probably should train up some units. So what do you got? We got your garbage. We have 5 really ass units. You're 24 combat with. I mean, 24 is not bad. You have no artillery, though, so remove you for a second. Give me, you know what? Give me a small 11 stack. And get a Hawaii and American Civil War. Yeah, I would like to do that. Alright, everybody join the Belgrade Pact, because I know it's... Japan is threatening us. Owns Guam. We don't own Guam. I'm assuming we can seize Guam in the Civil War. Then we can pressure Hawaii, which I would like to do. It does mean, again, PSA cannot join the coastal parity sphere. However, I don't think the Civil War is going to end by the time this campaign is over. Because the American Civil War never freaking ends. If there's no player involved, the Civil War is going to last indefinitely. And I don't want to support the PSA in the off chance they end up joining the Entente. Or I guess they could be isolationists, which wouldn't be so bad. But I would prefer... I mean, the chance of them joining our faction is very low. For the AI, at least. They assassinate They assassinate the Prime Minister again? How do you get 2 assassinations back to back? Japan maybe is not the best democracy in the world right now. A little bit. I mean, I guess the American democracy is also going to be going pretty bad in about 4 months, so... Right now, we may be amongst the worst, but everybody else is going to go to shit before us. So, you know, when you put it in that perspective, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. We'll go for the other 37 techs. Because that's always nice. What do we need? We need infantry equipment. We do need more artillery. We need more support equipment as well. Actually, what support equipment are you guys using? You are using engineer support artillery. Okay. I mean, nothing too bad. But I will go for 2 more military factories, please, and thank you. No, okay, you're good, you're good. Give me another point of decryption. I think after this one's done, we can become Spy Master for 50 political power. I mean, right now, we're really... We actually don't have that many things to spend our political power on. Also, my tank's not doing anything. I kind of completely forgot about him. Hey, we took Nanjing, though. Look at us go. It's all completely by accident. So, defend democracy. Anqing, I think they're pro-China. I think they're pro-Beijing government. And I believe National Populist, Chengqing is neutral. Do I have the, oh, I can't see Chinese factions. Okay. So we want people who are, Angjun leader. Anqing is easily aligned. Okay, that's actually not what we want. Actually, nobody is pro-Fenian government, which means that they're not pro-us. So you know what? We should not be sending volunteers here. We absolutely should not be sending volunteers if you are pro-Beijing. We want you to be pro-Tokyo. Anti-Kolchak coup in Transmere. Okay. Restoration of military cabinet. Do we... Victory for democracy. We'll congratulate... I mean, okay. Long-term leader of Transmere State has been overthrown, assassinated by members of his own general staff. Congratulate the new government. You know what? We'll congratulate you. You went out, Hugo. Sorry, Kip, you were like a little bit... Tokyo officers accused of torture? No, you know. Look, sometimes you gotta torture people. Like, don't question our motives or our methods. Do I have any way to influence you? Finish army reform. Wait, do we have a penalty here? Actually, I didn't even look at our national spirits. Surrender limit's pretty good. Negative 15% on resource gain efficiency is actually not... It's not bad. Poor land use is awful. Why do you pick defend democracy? Because everybody goes the other route. In the other campaign we've done as Japan, we were... I think we went the national populist path last time. No, we don't even have any penalties. Other than poor land use. I would like to get rid of that. So, okay, we got 3. Is that enough for Spy Master? No. It's gotta be 3 unique ones. Okay, well, I'll go for, like, 1 civilian economy. Okay, Norway is now controlled by the Socialist. Immediately joining Internationale. How is Europe going right now? Social Democratic. Could go Syndicalist. We'll have to wait and see. Conservative. Baltic Duchy. Hello, random Polish guy. How are you doing today? Yeah, I think we're going okay. I think this is doing well. Okay, the Emperor in democracy. The government is weak. That's removed. He has asked the Emperor to speak. For Parliament, rare appearance, and fortunately, he's support of the government. Look at us go. So we need to. Government must be kept a majority. The Emperor supported the government. Emperor did not support the government, but political force was used to overcome this. He supports the government. Yeah. There you go. We'll just do a little bit of electoral reform. It's a little electoral reform. What do you have? The soft attack breakthrough. Soft attack defense. 15% cheaper. But that's not tanks. I guess we're on infantry equipment. We're not on tank designer. Do we have a cheap tank? 10%? Looking pretty good. Soft attack for liability. 15% breakthrough is really good as well. But I mean, 10% cheap. I mean, it's 10%, 15% on medium tanks. Is that what we want? Can't do you. Can't do 20% synthetic oil. Yeah, that's actually like not good. Synthetic oil kind of sucks. You know, make a republic with Germany. Chances are we're not going to be invading Germany this playthrough. Just because it's all the way in Europe, but we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to think, like, where would we even invade from? Yeah, the thing is that nobody in Europe would be aligned with us. So we couldn't really get a good point to invade Germany from. Fortress Buster. What do you guys have? You know, give me Charismatic. I'll take it. And then you have Guerrilla Fighter. You know what? I'll take Guerrilla Fighter. You've been appointed Grand Vizier of the Ottoman Empire. Does that affect us too much? I know the Ottomans, they can theoretically join the Cult of Prosperity Theater, but that's only after... That's only after America joins the Cult of Prosperity Theater, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. Okay, the Civil War should be breaking out... When does that war break out? I should. You think at this point I would know the exact day, but I don't. Stability factor output's pretty good. U allows us to remove our terrible land modifier. So let's see what else we got here. 10% less attrition's pretty good. Your kind of ass will never take you. One stat on every general would be nice. How many days we have stockpiled? Government of National Unity. We can have an election or we can have a grand coalition. Change the popularity of Authority Democracy by 45%. You have these guys become leader. You know what? Let's have an election. We play Kaiserreich in the future? Probably not anytime soon. Because I don't really like Kaiserreich. Oh yeah, you're back. Sending to Port Arthur, that should be okay. Thing is, I don't want to be wasting. God, what day does this break out? I know it's gonna be soon. There it is. Okay. Okay, Civil War in the United States. We don't care about any of you guys. United States in disarray. Seize Guam. Take literally everything we possibly can. There we go. Guam's now ours. What are you going to do about it? Now it's time for us to start expanding our way across the United States. And by the United States, I mean Asia. Basically the same location. Just don't question it very much. Okay, deploy our units. Might as well deploy them in this port, I think would be the best location. And it's 11 stack. We're going to send half of you here. Send the other half over to Taiwan. Supplies in Taiwan are fine, right? Yeah, definitely not an issue. Send weapons to our allies in the... Don't support any side. Why would you ever support the American Union State or the United States by themselves? The PSA makes sense. Because the PSA could theoretically join our faction. Everyone else makes no sense. How many guns do we have? Only 5,000. That's not that good. I would like more factories. Put them in Tokyo. And also put them in here. There we go. Support the CSA. We're not. It's the only faction we're not allowed. So I guess we could. Because you can also support New England. Okay, so we're gonna have a Twitch election. Who's gonna win the Japanese election of 37? We got the liberals. Also, that's nice. Well, liberal. We got the liberals and we got the conservatives. That's also nice. Well, conservatives. Typing apparently is not my forte. And it's a 1-minute vote. So, it's kind of funny because having the CSA win the American Civil War would actually benefit Japan. Because the CSA is anti-Entente and it's anti-Germany. And typically if you're playing Japan, you're also anti-Entente, you're anti-Germany, not really anti-International. Unless Japan goes syndicate. Okay, they've gone socialist. I was going to say... As long as Hawaii doesn't go socialist, you usually don't have a problem with this with the International. This time, though, they are socialist. So, we might have an issue with the International. We might be anti-everybody in this campaign. Dinner election, 13 days. We'll let time pass a little bit here. Well, you might be able to pressure Hawaii no matter what. Even if they're socialists. Okay, they've immediately joined the International. Okay. So, what I said before about... okay, the Liberals have won the Twitch election. What I said before about the CSA, or the International not being a worry for us in this campaign... Oh, it was a bullshit. It was a lie. The International is now a direct enemy to the Tokyo government. So we probably are going to have to fight them. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. If we take Hawaii, they'll probably peace out. We probably won't need to invade Europe. But if push comes to shove, I can send troops to Algeria and navally invade through the Mediterranean through France. Because, I mean, again, if... we want to do... What do we want to do? You're inviting more people into our faction. You are expansion. And then you are influencing China. I mean, oh, what do I want to do here? What do I want to do first? I guess should be my main on the faction with Hawaii. Japan threatens us. But you need... No, you don't need both. You need both. 35, 42, 42. Let's go with the Tokyo conference first. I think that makes the most amount of sense. If we get allies, you know, if we can get Siam, Burma. I mean, I wouldn't mind the Philippines just joining our faction outright. Okay, so Siam, Burma, and the Philippines have all decided to join in. And if they all join our faction, I'd be completely okay with it. I don't need to invade the Philippines, necessarily. If they're an ally, that works out just fine for my purposes here. Youth army, artillery attack and defense. Entrenchment speed. Is that another 50%? That's a 100% bonus to entrenchment speed. But I guess that's not really saying too much. You know, give me organization plus 10%. I'll take that for right now. And you're missing more aluminum. Who was I trade? Oh yeah, we were trading with the US. Right, okay. That makes sense. What about India? India. Well, you know, India's interesting, because I don't think they have okay, we're gonna lose stability out of this. Did they fix this yet? They did. Okay. Do you remember when wait, when did they fix this? Actually, if we declare war, if we are at war with the beginning of India, then the Princely Federation can join our faction early. Remember when they used to be able to just join no matter what? That was good times. The Princely Federation could join Japan in like 36, or I guess 37. I think is actually maybe the earliest it could have got it done. That was a good time. Those were good times. Unfortunately, it's been patched out. Okay, we also have more military factories. What do we need? I mean, just more guns, right? Just give me a full 15 on guns. Give me another... You know, give me a 16 stack. I think that seems reasonable. Okay, we condemned Western imperialism. Ignore Tokyo imperialism. This one's going okay. Follow this up. Unaligned and subject East Asian nations may now be invited to Japan's sphere of economic influence. I mean, that's usually pretty good for us. 50% justified war goal time. Kind of ass, to be honest. Give us... You know, let's focus on China first. If we can get a Chinese puppet state, that's going to be a lot of manpower we can call upon. As long as we can make guns, we give it to Chinese soldiers, and they can fight our wars for us. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Okay, Philippines request support. 100 political power. You know what? I'll spend it on them. Me and you, Philippines. We're in this together. Are you? You're not taking supply issues. No, you're good. You're good. Deeper economic ties. Washington has collapsed. Yeah, okay. MacArthur just ate shit this campaign. Volunteers Mongolia. Burma's dropped out. Assholes. I don't think there's a reason for us to... I do